welcome to Track and Tingz with me, Kareem Bwoy at Tingz, and it's a special edition of the series. You understand? What we're going to be doing for the entire week, we'll be covering the 2025 World Championships in Tokyo, Japan, and we're here live at Top Bar, who's one of our sponsors. Top Bar is located in Devon House, Kingston. If you don't know, you guys can check them out on Instagram. Top Bar is open from Tuesdays to Sunday every single week, and also on Fridays they do have their Friday night series D&D. Also, one of our next sponsors, Domus Windows and Doors.
Looking for high quality windows and doors that stand the test of time? Choose Domus Windows and Doors, located in Kingston, Jamaica. Built for security, style and hurricane resistance. Fast delivery island-wide. Professional installation you can trust. Exceptional customer service every step of the way, all backed by a 20-year UPVC warranty. From Kingston to Montego Bay, Domus delivers peace of mind with every installed unit. Experience the Domus difference. Call or WhatsApp 619-1223 for Caribbean UPVC solutions.
You can go and follow them on social media at Domus Windows JA. Also, big up to Bridge Official. You understand? We'll go up on a bridge because every journey requires a bridge. That is it. And they are at the Bridge Official on social media. They're actually located in South Fidel Plaza in Kingston. And last but not least, Mark's Superstore for all your household supplies and appliances. We're going to be having some giveaways. We're not having a TV, we're not having an AC, so some little appliances and stuff for your house throughout the entire week. So you guys must pay attention. We're going to ask some random questions at any point on social media or in this episode as well. They're located at Portland Cottage and Lionel Town in Vere, Clarendon. You understand me? So without further ado, let's get started. And to my extreme right, the sports girlie herself, Jeanae Robinson, in our sports girlie blows on. So you understand, owner of Sports Girlie. And to my extreme right is Swift, co-owner of Amelia Sports. To my extreme left is Tiffany Wong. If you know my content with track and field, she's always here. And to my extreme left, Shacquel Benti, owner of Stadium 876. Yes? Now, let's just get right into it. Day 2 has ended for them in Tokyo. Technically day 3 for us and all these things. Oh my God, the early mornings, the late nights, but not gonna lie, I am drained, I am tired. But we are number 3 on the medal table. We'll get some medals today. 3 medals, 1 gold, 2 silver medal. Love that for us. Let's just jump right into it. The men's 100 meters first. How happy are we? 1, 2, Quinella. Yeah.
I think that only deserves it. I think it's his time to shine. And he has been working really hard. I interviewed him at Grand Slam, and from then I saw a shift in Omi's attitude towards the season. So irrespective of the hiccups that he had, I knew that he was going to come up with a medal this time around.
Yeah. 1, 2, Swift. Did you get the predictions right as it relates to the medalists? In that order?
Up until the semi-final, that was when I kind of changed my predictions.
Okay.
Because when I saw Oblique run that semi-final, I was talking to, I believe it was Nick. I'm going to say, Nick, I believe Oblique can definitely get the goal. So for me, up until that point, right, it was probably Kishian first, but when I saw that semi-final, I'm like, yeah, definitely, this man is going out there. And when I saw him do like this to the camera, when I said, you know,
He always does that.
yeah, but this time, based on
Just believe in it. Yeah.
the fact that other times you would have seen him rather, where in the heats and semi-final he gets it right, and then final, and I was saying it to you, probably it's the other way around.
On the space.
Yeah, the heats we were worried, right? We were worried, and you know, in the semi-finals he showed up, right?
Yeah.
And looked so smooth.
Yes.
In the finals, what more can I say? Personal best. Big up Ishian as well.
Tiff, 1, 2 for Jamaica. Oh my God, man. We've been speaking about this on the spaces on X, by the way, each and every night. And I think we all predicted that it was going to be 1, 2. Not in that particular order, so we'll still get to Benti because I think Benti got that order right. But the 1, 2, Tiff.
I've been rinsing it since yesterday that once Oblique has a perfectly executed race, he will be up there. And we saw that today. He got the start, he saw his middle phase, and you saw his top end. I don't think anybody realize how much of a great top end speed oblique has, but you saw that today. I want to tell you, say, when I see the boy them jump out of the blocks, left everybody, I say, them did offer on them down.
Yeah.
Them did offer on them down. And I knew you asked me in the space yesterday, do I think Kenny would upset Noah? And I told you it wasn't going to happen.
No.
I wanted Tobago to be there because I felt like if anyone would have spoilt Noah's party, it could have been him. But super proud of the guys. And Kishan finished injury free, so thanks be to God. Amen. Amen.
Benti Oblique Seville 9.77 seconds, a PB for gold. Kishan Thompson 9.82 seconds for silver. Noah Lyles 9.89 seconds for bronze, which was a season's best for him. You did say Aquinella, you've been rinsing that. Quinella. The top three, were you surprised by anyone there?
No surprise. Yesterday I would have said to you the exact top three. The little bit of the order was wrong with Kishan Thompson and Oblique, but my top three was sure. I saw it from the heats and knew exactly what was going to happen. I saw it from Diamond League. I knew who was going to be on the podium. Don't worry down.
Right.
I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. And civilians, congratulations to
Right.
every civilian right now, because Oblique Seville, you are the world champion and you deserve it. The Quinella, first time since 2013. 2 Jamaican men on the podium. You
Yes.
see what it means for all of Jamaica. You're saying both mash up the stands.
Yeah.
Truth be told, the 1-2 was never in doubt. People, never doubt those two men. And that will happen for years to come.
Hey,
Trust me.
Because they're actually young.
no, they are.
It's coming.
He
Yes,
is.
yes.
He is.
Trust me.
He is.
Trust me. And I wasn't even Tobago there or not. That 3 was cemented for me.
Yeah.
I think that 3 was cemented for me.
I don't want to argue that with game is.
Oh,
I
of
think
course.
there's one of the few coaches that have produced sides like that at the World Championships, producing Bwoy, Blake, and Noah Oblique. That's not an easy task. It's not weird. And he stuff like of athletes. That's not an easy task to do, especially at that standard. And he has been trying with Oblique. So to see that they have got it right, I must give credit to him.
Actual factual. It's the first time Jamaica won 2 in the 100 meters for men at the World Championships, right? They've obviously done it before at the Olympics with Bolt and Blake. This is now our first gold medal since Bolt's retirement in the 100 meters. First World Championship medal in the 100 meters since Bolt in 2017 when he got that bronze medal. So for us to get 2 and the gold and the silver, I do think that, and I mean, we've been lamenting on the fact, right? We have some young Jamaicans who are really doing it. And bear in mind, Brian Level, yes? Like, he's also there. So, like, this is 4 young men and the plethora of others. Ryan Ford, except, like, there's so many young talents, Baraja and Kareem. Like, there's so many young talents, Ron Watson, and we can list Kajan Golson. So many young men who are coming up that I really do think that we're in a great space, especially because of the lull, right? And I'm just so happy. I did, matter of fact, in the space last night, said 3 things. Yeah. Number 1, we're absolutely getting that Quinella. 1, 2 for sure. I never said who my first or second was as per usual, but I said 1, 2 for sure, right? And I also ended the space by saying I did not believe it a bit about what Oblique Seville did. I said I never believed it. I also remember verbatimly saying, sometimes you have to play mind games on the mind gamers. You understand me? And I think that's exactly what he did. And I remember lamenting on the fact, if we look back on these interviews with the international media versus the Jamaica media, he was just saying, oh, it's just a little niggle, like I'm okay. And then for the international people, they're, oh, I've been going through some personal things or whatever. So, you know, I do think that I never believed it, if it's true, but I never said I believe it for myself. And I also said number 3, Noah Lyles is absolutely getting on that podium. Fly high, fly low, tic-tac-toe, XOXO. He is going on that podium, whether we like him or not. That man is a championship athlete. And I knew Shade Room, XOXO Gossip Girl, Track Spice will not have been on the podium once again. He is medalist, when it comes on to the 100 meters in any global championship, and that's going to be for years to come. Him could have run all 9.5 tomorrow, man. You know, ask Christ. You understand me? He's been leading, you know, for the entire year. And I remember saying this. What Noah Lyles did when he came back after missing so many races because he was injured and come beat Track Spice, Kenny Benerick, and beating him in that race, I knew played on his psyche. Because, you know for run all season, and me, a runner of 9.7s and 9.8s and world lead and all these things, and you injured and come beat me twice. Yes. So I just knew that for that, like, it really played on his psyche, and I just knew, like, going into this final, it would have obviously impacted him. Obviously, he has a 200 meter, which is his better event anyways. But congratulations to the two Jamaicans. I'm not telling a lie, my proud bad. Yeah.
We're talking before, and I said to you guys that we're going to next
Yes.
I'm sorry. Open the door to that completely, and we can kind of, and it's not to discredit our past performances, but I think now the time to also be appreciated and
Yeah, absolutely.
I just wanted to say, if you watch the race, you see our dominance. It wasn't like Olympics when we did have to separate by point, this, that. No, there was no need for a photo finish, okay? Straight domination.
Jamaica could have two. Crazy. Now over to the women's 100 meters. Melissa Jefferson Wooden, 10.61 seconds for the gold medal in a championship record. Tina Clayton, silver, 10.76 PB. And Gillian Alfred with the bronze medal, 10.84 seconds. Now our Jamaicans, Sharika Jackson was fourth in 10.88 seconds, equaling her season's best. And the legendary Shelley Fraser Price, sixth in 11.03. Swift, let's start with you first. The women's 100 meters, we got a medal. That's all we wanted. But were you expecting more?
The Jamaican side, to me, would say I will be hopeful, very, very hopeful to have seen another medal. But based on watching the season and the reality that kicked in, right, it was more so the better choice would have been getting that one medal.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would have had her getting the bronze, so I was extremely happy.
An upgrade.
The silver.
Love that.
But I kind of just got on Sherry got into this because it's not like Jojo actually beat her by a lot. The race was pretty close, so I feel like if, on another day, she could have probably squeezed in the brands as well, but no.
Better you call than me, no? People come to bias and all these things, some thank God say you did say it.
I'm assuming we all watched the race.
Right.
So
indeed.
Based on what I saw, it wasn't that far off because at one point I was here and I'm saying, come in Jacob for the third because I thought she was there for the grabbing. But nonetheless, extremely happy for Tina. I saw her after the race when she ran to her mom, excitement. I big up one Shelly, never two. A lot of persons, we see the tweets, we have heard persons talking. We hear some people that will put over her. We're not even in the finals. People will come back to our room. People are feeling sit down and wonder if, oh God, one of my third place time I can make it in as a fastest loser. Right? I had so many persons making the finals over her. And for her to make another final appearance, right, was extremely good for me. And Shelly did what the 100 meter Kareem made it like good.
Absolutely, yeah, same. Jeanae, the women, were we expecting more medals, or are we satisfied with the showing of the three ladies?
Honestly, I'm satisfied, and I think that it would be a little bit really hard to expect some things fit to their former three Jamaican women. I think they're making the final it's statement, and I think that Shelly, if I'm going to be realistic, I think she's also pretty satisfied with the fact that she was there.
Yeah.
This season, not dropping out in the semis and then that's just it. She's still somewhat consistent, for lack of a better word. As it relates to Sharika, I give Sharika grace, to be very honest with you. I can't say I expected anything spectacular this year, but she put on a very good show. And to keep all the season best, and I use the word that know how we can't run like Sharika, so we can't beat up bad on her. You understand?
Yeah.
And as it relates to Tina, that girl made up her mind. trusted the Lord and went out there to show the world that what she's made of.
Yes.
I think she's also made her sister proud.
Yeah.
Definitely has made her mom proud and Jamaica proud. So for me, I am very hopeful. I think that Team Francis has been doing a marvelous work with those two MVP young ladies. And thank you, Shacquel, for all you've done. You've done a great job. And there's nothing more I can do right now. You need to go race and take it.
Right?
She had the weekend all that and stuff. I'm very happy also. I must speak about Melissa Jefferson Wooden. Melissa was just focused.
I love her, buddy.
Yeah, her spirit is so pure, right? And for me, she deserves that gold medal. All season long, she's been performing exceptionally well. And I said to Teeth before we started, when it's your time, it's your time. It's time, right? I think, I even go Julian Alfred. I think she did a really good job just to go out there and showcase for St. Lucia. She's still a part of the Caribbean. She used to live on our soil. You know, partially Jamaica. You want to say that. So, big up Julian, big up Melissa. You guys have done an exceptional job.
Yes, actual. Benti, were we expecting any more than one medal?
Now, I had one medal definitely for Team Jamaica in the women's 100 meter. Exact 3 as well.
Yeah.
My prediction was the exact 3. Not the order I would have wanted. Naturally for me, I would have wanted Julian Alfred to win for obvious reasons. But I would say I'm not upset at the fact that Melissa won because she's surely dominant. The person that was most dominant throughout the year won. But truth be told, you can't really complain about that. I'm also very proud of Tina. I would say I'm very proud of her because one, we always speak about just being able to run a PB. She got a PB in the finals, but also she's doing this in her first, I would say, major championship.
Yeah, it's her first senior gold medal.
And then I would say she's doing that without her sister.
Yeah.
And her sister had to do it last year.
Without her.
Yeah. So I would say that experience that her sister gave, because in one of the interviews I think she mentioned that her sister was the one who calmed her down and spoke her through something. So you just speak about that connection that they have there, and they will have that for years to come. So be very afraid that be very afraid USA track and field. The only thing I'll be upset with Melissa is 1, 2, 3, 4. What?
When? Which time?
Congratulations
Which
on the
time?
gold medal, but I mean,
So which time?
something wasn't going right.
Okay.
I'm getting right, though, because to be fair, everybody, people have their opinions on Shakir. But
I was just about to talk about that too.
it's like, and I was saying it earlier to athletes, I was saying Shakir knows how to make a final. She's like a fighter. I think the day Shakir understands her capabilities, I think we see Shakir just in that game. And we have that she never come like 80th or so. Even though it hasn't been the best season, there's been a lot of things in the media about her. Just think about it from a person perspective. Like to be able to go through all of that and still make it to a final and complete, I give her.
I mean, I made a tweet about that, and some of her people were in my mentions on Twitter, and they were, sometimes I do think that, some children were left behind because what I said was obviously one thing about her, she's going to run under pressure or something of that sort, right? But they never really understand. What I meant obviously is we've seen it before. When she won the gold medal, it was the same thing. She literally sat down waiting to see if she could make it. She was in lane 9. Yep. And then she was in lane 9 and she came and she won the gold medal. What I meant is when she never cracked 11 seconds all season, I can't say it. I was cracking jokes about that all year. So them clearly set her for 11 seconds. And you come into a championship with all the personal things happening, right? That aside, you come into a championship and you're running season's best after season's best after season's best. You're going to the final and you come 5th. That is somebody who obviously at their best would have done some damage in that final. She runs under pressure time and time again. Whether we like to, troll her for obvious reasons, but she's I can show up under pressure runner, and I love that.
I'd say 2 things, just 2 things to wrap. One, Julian Alfred's bronze medal there means the world to St. Lucia. That's the first ever World Championship medal we have. I just wanted to understand that's the first World Championship medal that we've ever had. So to have a bronze, silver, gold, whatever color it came in,
Just
know we're going to have another parade and the whole world.
But she,
So we have to make another space for another mural for her. So I just want to say that, and then I heard she's feeling a nigga
in her hamstring before the race. She said in her,
I'm really proud of her to just come out there. What that means for the country overall of St. Lucia.
But that's scary though, Benti. You feel something in your hamstring, and you come out and you still step on the podium.
Give her another hotel. So, and then to touch on the Shacquel thing, I understand that we like to troll her and do all that stuff, but I feel like a lot of times coming into these major championships, there is always some controversy surrounding her. And I think there's some level of responsibility that you have to take as an athlete in order to control those narratives that are surrounding you going into the game. I always speak about the mental aspect of it. Going into championship, you have to be able to try and control your environment. There are certain things that you can't control, there are certain things that you can. And I would say for a lot of the times regarding Shacquel, there have been instances where she could have controlled. These are incidents that have been brought upon her by herself, so to speak. So I understand things. She's a very talented athlete, but sometimes you have to save athletes from themselves.
Definitely it does.
Get to a point. So I hope she can see past this and try to realize her potential, but still Tina and Tia go beat her.
Yes, the sprint twins. The start. Did you see Tina start? Did you see Tina start? All right. That is just a testament of things to come for her. I know that she ran the race of her life because obviously she PB'd. I still think there's more in the tank. There's a lot more in the tank, and trust me, see when Tia come and two of them there together, it's back and forth for them. Good little Quinellas to come. Very proud of Shelly and Fraser Price. I mean, who can dominate, take a break, get pregnant, have a child, and still come back and still make a world championship final and not come last. And not, what are you going to do when you are 38? That's okay. But yeah, kudos to all of the women who made the final because it's a big deal. And I wanted Julian to. I thought there would be more competition with Julian and Melissa, but Melissa dominated the race, and I can't take that from her. All the years, so I can't take that from her. So,
and I mean, 10.61, obviously is now the fourth fastest in history, and she replaced her teammates' championship record that Shacquel set in 2023, which was 10.65. She's just been having a fantastic season. She's now the second fastest American, the fastest alive. I just don't have words. I met her at Grand Slam, and she's the nicest person. She's one of the American athletes that I really do love, and I love seeing her on the track. And you know what? She's deserving of it because we really see what she's been doing all year. It's
not a up and then she down. No, she's been consistent with it.
Consistent.
No hurry come up for true man.
Tina Clayton with this 10.76. She's now tied with Veronica Campbell Brown.
Okay.
She's now the 15th fastest woman in history, tied. She's now the 6th fastest Jamaican in history. She's now the 3rd fastest of this year. And as everybody else has said, this is her first professional championship. And to do it in this way is just big.
It is.
It is big. And I said some things on the space last night. I come reminding you. So I said 3 things on the space last night about this 100 meters. 3 things that I am expecting. And I think I said that I'm expecting Tina to PB. So I spoke about each person individually, right? And I said I'm expecting Tina to PB. Bear in mind, Tina took her PB this year from 10.95 to 10.81. So I said I'm expecting her to PB in the 10.7s. And I said I'm also expecting Sharika to either equal or lower her season's best of 10.88. To be honest, as Swift said, she was almost there.
She was.
But it's just not meant to be. But the only thing that I did not predict from this race, I did say I think that Shelly Fraser Price will go 10.8. But for me, Shelly again is the greatest 100-meter sprinter of all time. And whether she become 8th, 9th, whether she never even made the final, this doesn't stop anything that she's done.
True.
Just the greatest.
Yeah.
Just the greatest. And for me, thank you, Mama Rocket, for everything that you've done for this country, all the medals, all the accolades, and continue to, show up for us. You understand? But the young girl in there and all these things, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
wow.
you literally saw the changing of the guard. Literally, it's in front of your face.
4-3, Shelly, from 2007.
And it's right there.
In Tokyo.
It's
And
right
to
there.
see Shelly's final race in Tokyo.
With someone
and
who's
know-
been looking up to her.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Love this for us. Alright, so that's that. Those are our 3 medals. We have more for come. Yes. We're already halfway. Paris medal coach already. There's that big thing here. Yeah, comparison to my key last year. Good. Okay, so we saw some events today as well. We saw the men's 400 meters. If you just like to tell us what the placements are for us with the 4 men. Because we had the defending champion, Antonio Watson. We had Bovell McPherson. We had Delano Kennedy. And we had
The winner already.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
World champion 2025 already.
I must what. After 6 months.
Alright, so we had 4 men. I know a lot of persons were saying 2, but
I said 2.
one got Mr.
But I saw the person.
One got Mr. Van. From last night, this space, people make sure to do this for this.
Every night.
Every night, yeah, I was saying, feel like a 3 can come out of it, It was not necessarily the 3 that I
Thought it would be.
No, definitely not.
If everything did work, we could have the 4. We could actually have gotten that 4 place. And what really stood out for me, especially, was more so about Delano Kennedy as well as Bovell McPherson. Bovell was on the outside lane, outward lane, lane 9. And I'm saying he's running blind, and that little boy went out there and put on a show, man. And it was a good race. Everyone run 44, right? And for me, that I don't even care what he does in the semifinal. Just going through to that semifinal, bro, it was great for me. And then Delano Kennedy, when Delano running on, I'm not too fond of his running style, but when he come off of the curve, I'm there, man, I must stand up and I'm always and I say, come boy, yeah, man, like, he was listening to me, right, fast, that's what he was moving around. Yeah, he
Oh my God. That is kind of crazy. The come on, right.
yeah. Just showed what a true competitor is.
Yes.
Another personal best out there, and for me that is something good. And what can I say about the man? Mr. Big Boy,
Yeah.
Rushing McDonald. But no, let's expect himself.
Expect something.
Expect something.
He's the best, smooth, right? What to come to the semifinal, I don't know, but I'm just excited for them, and that's just all I can say.
Can we have a camera for 20, please?
Yes. And you got it.
20.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah.
He said expect something.
Yeah.
But you remember tell me what?
He never tell me what, but he just say expect something, and guess what? He's through to the semi-final. So we can't complain.
It's not
With that season's
Is
best.
that the something, or is there something more?
Oh,
and guess
God.
what? I believe there's something more.
Oh,
so
God.
we just have to wait and find out. So people, make sure that you're there to watch him do what he does best. National record holder. Come on. And I'm very impressed with Delano Kennedy. 21 years old. I know a lot of people will say, we just want him to go out and have fun and, enjoy himself. But these young kids, and I can say young kid, because I'm
Okay. Okay.
these young kids are showing us that they have no fear. And I think
They
that's
don't.
a part of it. When you're young, you ever play some sports against some young people and you're like, respect your elders, you know what I mean? But they have no fear. And that's the type of no fear that they show in these events that is proven to be good results.
Yeah.
Then we talk about Bovell. I mentioned it yesterday that maybe lane 9 is not a bad thing, because as Tiff said, you get to go out and you run your own race. And once you go out and run your own race in the 400 meters, you can execute and anything can happen.
Yeah.
So trust me, I don't want to touch on Antonio Watson. He said 2 months ago he couldn't walk, so we can't complain.
He
gave us a shock world championship medal 2 years ago in Budapest, and I would like to just say thank you. And I think overall there's more to come from him.
Definitely.
He's gone through the motions, a lot of adversity, a lot of fight, and I just think that, he gave the best that he could at this point in time, and we're just looking forward to this. So we have 3 guys through to the semifinals. We just want to see where they're going, but expectations.
Jeez.
Expectations.
I said it on the space.
You said 3.
I said 2. I'm hopeful for. I said 2, but I said hopeful for 3. And then I remember on the space I used the words. 2 words I used: youthful exuberance.
Right.
And I was speaking about Delano Kennedy when I said youthful exuberance. And Delano went out there and he ran his race. He never look and see who in him the race and who him for run down. No, he stayed focused and he did his thing. Obviously, Bovell could see the field, so that worked to his advantage. But when Bovell take off, Bovell took off. And I mean, yesterday on the space, Swift said it, Big Boy, world champion, 2020. Who said it? Fitz. Oh yes, my bad. Fitzroy, sorry. He did say that, but it was a very good showing from Big Boy. It really was a good showing. I mean, a season's best. Maybe he will get another season's best in the semi-final and make it to the final, and maybe he's a PB in the finals. Who knows? I just want to touch on just not a Jamaican athlete, Ja'Cory Patterson, though.
Don't
Because that's sub 44 in a jog.
From all season, that is my gold medalist for my side in the Grand Slam.
Now I'm looking at the semi-final starters, right? And we're talking about Rasheed McDonald, Jerry Richards, and Ja'Cory Patterson are in the same heat 2. And I think that will work out in Big Boy's favor. Because, fast he's going to push it to because he wants it. So I think that would help him to also get a good lane in the quarter needs to final, right? Not basically the other 2 boys. I think they've represented Jamaica well, and the fact that we have represented, as I told you guys already, 400 meters has been a struggle for us. We've been in a pandemic, so to see we have our boys showing up and showing out, and not just our boys, we'll talk about that later, but I think that we're okay for now.
Yeah.
We just need to continue to believe in them. I think it's unfortunate to see Antonio not make it, but that's just the nature of track and field, right? So, and I'm not shy of thinking that he won't come back. No, I think we should focus on the talents that are representing doing well, and let's see what after that.
I have one question for you, Jeanae, before we move on from the 400s. Do we see, or do you see, the 3 men moving into the finals?
No.
Based on the heats, no?
Based on the heat.
Yes. How many are you thinking of?
Probably 2.
2.
Right?
Okay.
Bovell is in lane 9 again, people.
Who are the 2 that you're thinking of?
There again.
Say Bovell and Rasheed.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Those standard.
Please. But you know them love.
That we have at least 2 representations based on the heats and what.
Yes.
Just track and field and what may happen. I think that this is an opportunity for the boys to show.
Yeah, factual. Now, so yes, as everybody said, it was 4 men. Antonio Watson 8th in his heats. I think it was 46-2. In his post-race interview, he said he thought he was going to do well because he's feeling good physically. This is the best he's felt in a while. And I think I've said on the spaces, he was a part of my show too, because 2, maybe 3, but for me, I was kind of looking at his last race of the season being the 22nd of August, and he did his only sub 45, which was 44.89, and I was saying to myself, he's rounding into shape, right? So me that thinking to myself, this is a definite indication that he's going to do spectacular things. It just wasn't meant to happen. As he said, also, if it's just not the time, then it's just not the time. But Rasheed McDonald, I'm shocked. 44.38, I am shocked. This is his 3rd fastest time in history. Rasheed McDonald obviously is having a great 2025 season. He's won his first national title. Yes, national record holder. Yes, we know that, but we were all concerned. Everybody did a thing per se when him, slow down at trials and him not gonna make by the time, and he's been chasing that time. Haven't been anywhere close to it, but that 44.3 in Heat 3, he was second, but he's into the semi-finals. In the car can play, but I'm just even proud of the 44.3 that he ran. But Bwoy McPherson, and I said it on the space last night, and I'll repeat it for you guys. He's been doing spectacularly great, obviously. He's done 44.78 this season. But I think I said on the space, for me, he's run a PB based on my count 5 times this season. 5 of his 10 best times were done this year. I was saying he might just be tired. Not because of his capabilities, but what does I think to myself? Maybe he might be tired because there's just no way that he's going to go. But for you to do another PB again from 44.78 to 44.51, third in his heat, from lane 9, I am very much impressed. Very much impressed. He's going there as 11th fastest into the semifinals, the second fastest Jamaican in lane 9 again. And just finally, Delano Kennedy, there's not much to say. Everybody else wrapped it up. But I'll just say, again, I was just more so thinking of he's PB'd and PB'd and PB'd twice at races, from 45.22 to 44.97, then 44.91 at trials. I was thinking to myself, I'm tired.
But if you guys said that stuff and think about it, most of MVPs PB right now.
What am I always telling you to say? You see, what my camera there? You see, after God, Steve Francis, Glenn Mills. I'm gonna ask you, then my mother and my father, you crazy? I saw me believing in them. They know how to peak their athletes. We've been on what track and field from what idea we need. This is a track and field nation. Like, if you check the stats, you check the levels, these two coaches, them know to beat them athletes at the right time. Them can have a shaky season. A week before trials, and then them perform trials, shaky season, come a championship, them ready. Yeah, love that. All right, so are we expecting all 3 just quickly to move on to the semifinals? Jeanae says 2 out of 3. Swift?
I am hopeful for the 2.
2 out of the 3 too?
Yeah, hopeful for the 2.
Okay, Benti?
I think 1, but
1 hopeful for the 2. Yeah, the third heat is hard. The third heat is very hard. Yeah. But he's in lane 9 again, so that is a positive. That's a positive. But
Do we think a medal is a far stretch? 1983, Bert Cameron, gold, first world championship. In between, bronze, gold in 2023. That's what 4 to 5 medals based on my count. Do we see a Jamaican medaling? Yes, no? Jeanae said no. All right.
That no,
Yes.
because it's one person who have in mind to medal. To be honest with you, I don't want to not even
All right, no. You know what?
Yeah.
Come on, you say nothing. Yeah, no. Not even after the semi we're talk about him, because we want. You understand? Benti, do you see any Jamaicans possibly medaling? It's a very steep 43.76 around 43.85 around 43.
yeah,
of course,
Yeah.
if we see a Jamaican
possibly, always.
You know, when you have a ticket, you have a chance. When you play a card, you can
Yeah.
In the game, you can, have a chance. But would I want to make a more informed decision?
Yes.
But guys,
Oh God, man.
You understand? All right, just quickly, Tiff, tell us, we also saw the high jump with the 2 Jamaicans, Raymond Richards and
Romain Beckford. Yes.
Are they both into the final?
They are not both into the finals, sadly. Raymond Richards failed to clear 2:21, so he is out. However, Romain Beckford is in. He did place 13th. It's supposed to be 12th, but him jumped 2:25 and comebacks and about 10 of them jumped 2:25. If I'm being honest, the big news is that John-Marc Tamberi is out. Yeah, literally. So he was as you know, shared the gold medal with Barshi. So the medals are open. I mean, gold may go to Hamish Carr from New Zealand just because he is currently ranked first. But he did not have a clean card jumping. He did not have a clean card jumping. So anything. Yeah. So yeah, he's world ranked number 1, but he did have trouble today. So that's why I said the medals are literally open. Anybody can get it. So yeah, man, very, very open. It's like nobody, the auto queue was 230 and nobody cleared the past 225.
Well, to be very honest, if you're watching high jump all season, they haven't
It's not been very like up there.
There today, jump over that barrier. You could see that he was just like.
He was strapped though, you know. He had heavy strapping on that on his leg. But also no Shelby Mackey one, which was very surprising to me. I thought at least, you know, he would have come top 12, but yeah, it's open. It's open. It's open. So Robin, just do your thing. Please and thanks.
And he was also in the finals at the Olympics last year. But I just want to say to Raymond Richards though, he's been having such a great season. I'm still upset about that 233. Still upset about it, but Jamaica sometimes is a patty shop, and they not even have beef patty in there, cheese and nothing just across, you know. But I'm just so proud that this is his first major championship, first major outdoor big world championships in a big stadium. So I'm just happy, you know, that he could get the experience. And obviously, next time around, man, he's very talented and he's a fighter.
He is, because him and Romain share the same PB, so it's not like it's a lack of talent.
Are you gonna say it? No? Oh, all right. All right, I don't want to say it. All right, quickly, the women's discus throw. Do we want to talk about Samantha Hall Swift, first woman? How do we feel about that? We were supposed.
So the only thing I was upset about. I never even saw her throw.
I know at all.
Every time
I
don't see it, so I'm
okay.
Third, so when I time them, I'm a dog, so
Them have to do better.
no.
The only time I saw her was when they were coming. No, when they came out and they were introducing. That is all I saw.
That was the only thing.
Not even one throw. Yeah, I will see her. Yeah.
But
that is it.
What I can say though, I'm extremely excited and I was happy because for me, you see, the moment they create history, no matter if you leave on my you leave will come top eight. You made history. That history that I'm speaking about, the first Jamaican woman at the World Championship to go to a final in this
big.
Yeah.
It's a great feat.
Big like out the door. Big.
So on the and she had done an interview, I think this is teenager, saying that her dream that Campbell.
It's our
Yes, it's her coach.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, regardless of what is happening right now, it's happy.
It is.
And even I don't think you guys saw that clip with all the girls taking a picture.
Yes, I saw that.
Of the
Love it, absolutely do love it. All right, so you know, quickly because of time, we do have some events tomorrow morning, which is what, Monday?
We're not.
So before that, we have 400 hurdles tonight.
Okay. For the women, 400 flats.
So right, so 400 meter flat. 3 women.
Yeah.
We loved what we saw.
Yeah.
You know, I want something.
We want to.
I feel like it's use a mixed release.
As our practice? Okay.
Because I think that she says something in here.
I've never changed that beat.
You know?
I thought she was tired.
She's not tired.
Collegiate season will start
January.
this time.
Yeah. Right.
She's been rocking for about a year.
Of course.
For her to do what she's doing right now, as in give her props, irrespective of it, whether she makes the finals or not, that girl has just come almost for Jamaica.
43 Jamaican women that we saw this morning.
Alright, so it's Stacey Williams versus Jeanae Oakley. Price on her 8, $49.91. Comfortable.
Very.
I would say cruise control.
Yeah.
Cruise control.
Right?
Yeah.
Oakley was third, 51.07. And Kareem, you mentioned something about Stacey. You said can't Stacey actually going on.
No, I was starting twice.
And the girl actually did 49.59.
I did.
That's a big.
Yeah.
It's
big, man.
Yeah.
On the cinema.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that statement from earlier.
The only thing I'm worried about lane assignments. So I have the semifinals here real quick. In semifinal 1, you have Yemi Mary-John, Sada Williams, Alia Butler, Marie Colino, Harriet Yeager, you have Jeanae Oakley, who's in lane 9. It's going to be a very difficult run. And for me, as Jeanae would have mentioned, that long collegiate season, a lot of running under her belt. I am hopeful that she can somehow, even if it's a little few, even if not, I'm still satisfied based on the showing that she did earlier today. Right? In semi-final two, we have Victoria Ahuragu, Christina
Ahuragu's sister.
You have Princess Johnson, you have Okesh, you have Salwa. Right, you have Isabella Whitaker, if you follow the ACs, you have Nushi, Stacey and Williams in the A7, Lika Clava, Roxana Bowkins. I think it's a good,
It's a hot team.
good semi-finals, right? I feel like the competition will more be so lane 5 and 6, Isabella as well as Salwa. So, but based on what Stacey did earlier, I can't even say it's a small queue. She might just go there and
do
do a
something.
big queue.
Yeah.
That is something.
I also think that similar to when we were talking about Rashid and how his heat is set up and how it made and the push, I think Stacey synonymous to that. Salo will definitely push her, especially because she's behind her.
Yeah.
Once she sees her, she just figure out her going.
Yeah.
And the final semi-final, you have Sylvia in lane 2, you have Nicholas there, you have Will, you have Amber Annin from Herschel, one of the girlies, you have Nikisha Price, you have Sydney McLaughlin.
Yeah.
It's a good semi-final, I think. All three, like all three, Annin, Price, and Lebroni will make it too. But I am just more so looking on the time that's going to be on.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really
big queue
fast time.
Yeah, it's have to be a big queue.
I feel like all three would want to be in the top 2 position.
Yeah.
So because of that, I think it's going to be a very fast race.
And Sydney's on.
Yes, yes,
Nikisha's
Sydney.
outside.
Nikisha outside.
No, so Sydney's on. Yeah. So she a go run.
Yes, don't you ever see Nikisha?
Question Swift. Do you see all 3 Jamaicans making it to the final? Based on what you just read for the semifinals coming up.
I think we will get 2, but I'm hopeful that if Jeanae runs her own race, right, and she focus on her thing, and if she can manage to even go below sub 50, right, I definitely think that it's there for the taking. But now what I saw earlier, I think that a lot of running, take a toll on her legs. So that's the only thing why I'm not so confident. But the other 2, get through, I'm more confident, about 2 than the actual 3.
Benti wins 400 meter heats this morning. Just quickly, how many of the 3 are you expecting to be into the final, if any?
I have 2.
Oh.
I have 2.
Okay.
I have 2 going into the final. If you want name. So I can clearly tell you that Nikisha Price will be there.
She has to.
Nikisha Price.
First time.
You said you want it. I'm believing in you. I'm not giving anybody else. I believe what you told me. I'm Western Jamaica. And I'm seeing it in the way you're running. So at the end of your semi-final, I expect the big queue. Truly, I really do expect the big queue. And for me, I think Stacey and Williams has a really good chance. Just based off of that heat. But I would not be surprised if Jeanae Oakley makes it, because I spoke about that lane 9 and I think she just knows how to run her own race. And Jeanae made mention of using the mixed relay as an opportunity to shake out. Maybe it's just a bit of learning how to do a bit of race. And figure that out. So I expect 2 for sure. I love 3.
Just quickly.
I share the same sentiments. The only thing that I would like to see is Nikisha's time, because I want her to have a really good lane in the final. I want her to. But definitely 2 going through. Jeanae would have to bust a Bovel from lane 9 to get it.
For me, just real quickly, and I would have said it on the space, I never doubted Jeanae Oakley in any capacity. Obviously all of her 10 fastest times were done this year. She is a talent. 49.65 on a monkey time, but for me, collegiate season is very long. So I never thought that, she would have had fresh legs. But I'm super proud that she made it to the semifinals. Nikisha Price is just Nikisha Price. I mean, 49.9, very, very easy. I am expecting to see great things in the semifinals. But Stacey and Williams, 49.59. I said it on the space last night. She's been knocking on the door in about one. Her PB 50.00, the season's best 50.08. And we've not really seen much races from her. Right? Like, because right after trials, the other thing that we saw her in was knockout on the 4x4. It wasn't even an individual 400 meters, right? But I said, she switched from elite. She's at Arkansas. Arkansas is known for 400 meters.
Yeah.
A lot of the best 400 meters runners right now are at Arkansas training.
Yeah.
And I said she's going to do spectacular things. 49.5 is crazy.
Yeah.
I just want to say her body not feel too tight and tired. And she can get a little flush out and a little ice bath. And ready up again.
What they have to Wednesday? Yeah.
Yeah.
See the days them.
Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't know the days of the week, right?
Days them, bro. They do the
Before you
night.
They
guys,
have a little time for kind.
before you guys go as well, you know, that part names that put their faith all the time.
Yep.
That's really a huge feat.
Big props.
Absolutely big.
Sometimes
Absolutely
you have to leave your the thing is I just tell you about that. Sometimes you just have to leave your comfort and go somewhere else to realize that your potential is much greater.
Yeah, and you know, the final, well, the last medal that we got in this event was 2019 from Sherika Jackson when she won that bronze medal at Doha. So I would love for, you know, those are some of the medals. They've been 6 years. And I think this year might be that year that we do get
Listen, from the championships has started, we have been rewriting history. We have been writing history, so anything is possible.
All right. Moving on, we have one event tonight for Jamaica. Tonight is Sunday, yes?
Yes.
Okay, yes. At 9:20 p.m., Jeanae, we have the women's 400 meter hurdles. Guys, we're kind of pressed for time, so let's just run over the three athletes. Do we see any of the Jamaicans moving on? Jeanae, who are the three? Of the two, because
Rochelle Clayton
has an heel injury.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She'll be in heat 2 with Shacquel.
Yeah.
I think Anjanette Knight has also been running really well this season.
Indeed.
Right? Her name has been consistent on the circuit. She didn't show it off. At one point, Anjanette Knight was all over the place. Just running.
Be a plane, man. Be a plane.
Yeah. And we also have Cheyenne Salmon. Cheyenne Salmon is one of those athletes that I don't ever count out when it comes to 400 meters. She's a fighter. She's been that way since high school.
Yes.
And she's in same heat as Vanilla Mohammed, Ida Nielsen. I think she will show for us. I think she'll advance as well to the semi-final. After that, we can talk about
Yeah.
so the final. But I do think Orville will go to the semi-final.
Yeah.
They've been showing that they have a quality too. And of course, it is unfortunate to see Rochelle not in the final.
So upset.
And even more so because I think Rochelle really wanted it this year.
Yeah.
Right? I think she's been intentional in her season. And to see that she's not here knowing she could have a chance of dominating in some respects,
Yes.
it's just sad. But Rochelle, so it's a game.
Getting better, man.
Leaving it up. And all the best to our two young ladies.
Rachel Swift, your thoughts on the women's 400 meter hurdles coming up? Are we seeing both ladies advancing?
100%.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Yeah. If they never made it out of the shop, 100%.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tiff?
Yeah.
thoughts?
It's four big Qs and 2 little Qs, and I'm expecting them to both get big Qs. I do want to say that the person that I am most excited to see is Michelle Smith from British Virgin Islands, just because I am a Carifta girly. And if you don't know Michelle,
darling.
okay, thank you. She will be in Heat 1 with Femke, so I just want to see how she comes on this professional circuit, you know, put on her big girl shoes.
Yeah. Benti.
For me, yeah, I definitely expect them to qualify. I think something that Rochelle has done for the 400 meter hurdle space that a lot of people might not realize is make them much better, because she became a world beater.
Yeah.
So people started to look for Rochelle in the 400 meter hurdles. So Rochelle, even though you're not there, which is very unfortunate, commendations to you for doing that, because you were actually a prospect that could actually put a medal there.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, Anjanette and Cheyenne definitely became better.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that they can use that as fuel. And for Anjanette, you mentioned how she's busy on the circuit. I think that was something that she was lacking. I think she needed that to get something. She's been so unfortunate with the hurdles, whether she's hitting the hurdles and tumbling over, and I think that is going to play on her before, but I definitely think this is the opportunity for her to rise. She's in the race with Dalila Muhammad, you said?
Yes.
And that's a former world record holder. She was pushing with Sydney McLaughlin LeBron. So definitely I expect them to go through. Shine is a fighter, as I mentioned. I love to see Shine, man. I love to see Shine.
I love Shine.
Me too. But, I definitely expect them to go through.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward.
No, she has Anna. She has Anna Cochran.
She has Anna Cochran, which is even amazing.
Yeah.
I saw her coming at the Jamaica Athletics Invitational. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
she ran a beautiful race. So.
Yeah, obviously we're going to go more in depth with the 400 meter hurdles ladies at the next round and the other, potential medalists. I do think both athletes obviously are going in. And obviously Anjanette Knight has been trained where? I mean, come on, it's 400 meters, right? Next event on the list, we have the men's 400 meter hurdles. Jeanae, who are the athletes or Jamaican athletes?
Okay, we have Ali James King. He is in heat 1 with Samuel Chris Robinson. I think Malik James King, if I'm supposed to speak on his performances all year, similarly to Anjanette Knight, he's been on the circuit, he's been running himself into form, and I expect to see him advance to the next round. As well as we have Asani Wilson in heat 3. In his heat, we have Carson Warhol. Carson is in lane 9, as in
Lucky me,
it doesn't matter.
Across the line.
But I do think that it will give Asani some form of,
push.
Somebody to see,
and he can see and engage himself from it. As well as we have anyone else.
Yes.
Sean,
What's on third?
man. What you say?
He's a 4 with Ray Benjamin, and and Roshan is somebody that I've always bet on. I think Roshan is one of those young athletes that just have a lion heart, right? And I think that this is a championship. He wants to show people that he still has it.
Factual.
It's also about adversities, and him and Malik James King are 2 I can bet on, right? I hope Asani is going to advance to the next round, but I say it's what
Totally sweet.
Yeah, so for me, I'm really hopeful for 3. I think based on the fact that it's top 4, plus the 4 fastest times, I think that because of that, all 3 should make it through. Right, so I definitely have them going to the semifinals. After that, we have a different conversation.
Same.
I see all 3 of them making it through just based on that it's top 4 plus 4 fastest. I do see them going through. I just want people to realize that Roshan is no longer a youth.
Yeah.
He's no longer, he's a big man. He's a professional. I think a lot of people look at him and think, is him still a baby? Him still, and they don't realize his capabilities. So I want him to go out there, show them. Don't do the talking, just show them.
And to touch on that, we're trying to see if we can get the 3. I believe we can get 3, 2 for sure. Touch on Rashad, flat nose. I've watched him train. If it's one thing I know about him since he's been a youth, he's taken track and field seriously. You don't find that in athletes at that young age. You find, run up and down and go do this and that. But Rashawn Clark is definitely somebody who, with his coach, Stewart, decided that, hey, we are going through the processes. I'm going to be here at this time. I'm going to, and it's, from both speaks about how seriously you have to take training. Train for how much years just to run 9 seconds. And that's the type of energy that I get from Rashawn. So definitely I'm expecting a big performance from him. I think he takes the sport seriously. I think he respects the sport and the sport will just respect him. So I expect this from him.
For me, Rashawn, number 11 for 2025, Asani, number 24, Malik James King, number 17. Do I see all 3 of them advancing to the semifinals? Absolutely. One with a small Q for sure. I won't say who, but I do see all 3 going through. And if it's not 3, then it's the top two that I have in my mind for sure. But I am expecting a great showing. Next up on the list, we have the long jump. Tiff, just quickly just go through those, or Jamaican men, who are them?
So our Jamaican men, in the first group we have Kerry McLeod and Nikolai Williams, and in the second group we have Tajay Gale, world champ. Not new to this, true to this. The auto queue is 8 meters 15 in group A. 10 men have gone over this mark. And in Group B, 9 have gone over this mark just this season alone. So it's gonna be, I don't want to say tough because it 1-5 for them for jump auto queue. It's gonna be a packed final. Yeah. It's gonna be a very packed final, and I do expect Kerry and Tajay. It's gonna be a little bit harder for Nikolai, just because his PB is 816, but it's also his season's best.
Yeah.
So maybe he can come up with a little something, but yeah, definitely it's gonna be a packed final, and with 2 hopeful for 3.
Yeah, Benti.
Yeah, I share the same sentiments. This is why she's because she's often correct, and I think it's the same thing. The long jump, we have our disappointments, of course, but we have a former world champion in Tajay Gale. We have Kerry McLeod, who is definitely one of the most promising jumpers. We see where you remember that video where he failed the jump?
Where he's flying. Listen, and he was still at 8 meter jump.
Yeah,
like
rumors are he's still flying. But
he's flying to Tokyo right now.
Yeah, we have quality jumpers, and yes, the field is going to be packed. These are high caliber jumpers, but I feel like our jumpers are so high caliber that's what's pushing the field as well to where the best in the best industry.
Yeah.
And I would expect nothing less from them.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
I'll agree.
yeah, 100%. For more so Tajay and Kerry going to.
Okay.
I feel like that's where we're looking more so in regards to for them to go forward. Championship athlete, bronze as well as a goal which he achieved in 2019. So for me, and one of the things, especially for Tajay, sometimes it's a final jump, like you're not too, you wonder what happened, and then you just
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Everyone come from some. For me, I know a lot of talks would have been about other athletes, and sometimes, especially, I feel like Kerry McLeod is sometimes a forgotten child.
Yes. Yeah, he really is.
And majority of the times he's in those finals as well.
Yeah.
The finals, but his name doesn't really get that call. You're right.
Yeah.
But he's a consistent athlete, right? And I feel definitely both of them going through. But I'm not so keen on the third athlete, but I'm just hoping to see, if that can be, work out in our favor.
I mean, Nikolai just won the knockout gold medal, so for me, that should be a confidence booster. Jeanae, are you seeing all 3 going to the final? I mean, I have 2.
I have 2. And I want to specifically mention Kerry because I think that this year Kerry is on an assignment.
Yeah.
It is to remind Jamaicans that he's Kerry McLeod. I don't discredit Tajay Gale. He's in a camp with Shacquel and her husband, and they are also very good as well. Shacquel is a very good long time. So,
and I was one is a good coach.
Yeah, I mean.
So I don't discredit Tajay's quality. He came onto this team. He was someone that Jamaica just loved because he was just so theatrical.
Yeah.
Always performed well. So I want to make a separate point. Long jump in Jamaica, yes, we've had conversations around it, but we've always had a presence in long jump.
Oh, yes.
And we have 3 men qualifying, being able to represent at World Championships. That's a really big deal, right? So 2 other things.
Yeah. And also, just a reminder, the last World Championships, we had 3 in the final for the first time. Wayne Pinnock was second, Tajay Gale third, Kerry McLeod fourth.
Yeah.
History may repeat itself, but I have 2, and if the third person, surprises me, then it happens. I'm not saying he can't, but just in the event. But yeah, great showing. Now, Jeanae, we have the men's 110 meter hurdles first heat.
Yeah, so we have 3 men in the 100 meter hurdles. First, we have Orlando Bennett, he's in heat. one person in his heat right now, if I see looking at my other person, is just mainly from France, right? But Orlando Bennett in general, Orlando Bennett in general has been performing consistently. And he's on a mission. He has a business today as his coach, who is very stern and firm with him. I trust his coaching. As well as we have the Mario Prince. Funny enough, when I didn't even remember the truth. But even watching him over the years, I do think he's going to go out and he's going to show out at these World Championships and Tyler Mason, of course. He's in Heat 5. In his heat is Grant Holloway. And I think that even though he's in lane 1, Grant's in the middle of the field, Tyler just runs his race, he's going to the round. So I'm not really worried about her men's 100 hurdles. The finals, as a one, going through her right now. Okay. But I do think that all three can go to the
semifinals. Quickly, all three to the semifinals.
Yeah, first four.
I also think that I want to make mention that it's unfortunate that Rashid Robin
is not there.
Or number one Jamaican this season.
I think that if he was healthy and everything was okay, he would give those boys a run for his money. For their money, right? So, separate and aside, I do think that the boys that we do have representing will show up, especially because they know, say, shit, right? No, not the answer. They have to step up. And I'm not really not confident right now. I'm confident.
I'm more so like want to chime in on Taz Mason. I feel like for me, he has been trying and he has finally gotten that opportunity, that well-deserved opportunity that he is having right now. And for me, I definitely think that he's going to have a good championship, right? Orlando knows how to make a final. Bennett, that's what I make a team Bennett, right? He's going to always be there no matter how him look during the season. When it comes to especially trials, he's going to play. And for me, he's there, and I think that he's like the one that will think he is waving the flag.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like for him as well, it's going to be a very good championship. But overall, I think especially the Mario Prince, regular season best, his personal best at that, right? So for me, it's going to be good. And a lot of persons don't really have a lot of expectations because, the other two athletes, for me, the favorites. One thing I love about Jamaicans, right? A lot of times when you don't really have too much faith or pressure on them, then we somehow find a way. I feel like something is going to happen in this one thing.
No, 2 athletes to the semifinals, 1 for the final.
No.
1 for the final, 2 going to the semifinals.
2 alone.
2 alone.
I have 3 going to the semis just based on, going what they have. When the semis come now, it's 1, hopefully 2. But I just want to say, this speaks to the depth of the 110 hurdles in Jamaica, because if we have 3 and Kareem only sure about 1 going to the final, and that does not include Rashid Broadbell in our team, that does not include Handsome Parchment in our team, that just speaks to the depth. But I have 3 going through to the semis, definitely, but then depending on the semis, 2, but possibly.
I think we can get the 3 to the semis. And then from the semis, I would say a further 2. I'd still say 2 going to the final.
That's so nice of you.
I'm a good guy. I just want to touch on the fact that similar to what Rachel Clayton did, I want to speak to Handsome Parchment. Being that Dragon Force, we are a household name in the 100.
Absolutely.
We are a household name in the 100 meter hurdles for women. And that's as a result of the work that was done in the past. Investments from the past coming out to the future. And truth be told about it is, these guys earned their spot there. And they are able to go toe to toe with the best. And really and truly, I just think they will do so. I'm really expecting good things from them.
And finally, I just want to say the crop of male hurdlers, sprint hurdlers coming up, I'm extremely happy to see. And in the next 3 to 4 years, yes. Oh yes, absolutely. But just the collegiate athletes that we're seeing, the Mario Prince and the oh my God, what's his name? He goes to LSU. Used to go JC, James Stern, and just all and Vashan Vasiana and whatever the case is. I just think that it's a great crop of young men. But again, Jerome Campbell, my boy, that man. Yeah. So 2 to the semis, 1 to the final. Let's just quickly move on. So time is really of the essence. So before the 100-meter hurdle finals, it's a semi-final, which is 7:08 a.m. Jesus, this mercy. Jeanae, what do you see? Okay, we're not talking about the semis right now because we're not on time, but are we expecting all 3 to advance to the final? And what medal are you seeing from the 3 women who are there? Amoy Brown, Akira Nugent, Danielle Williams, the defending champion. What are you seeing? All 3 to the final and the medal count. I know you're excited. Go ahead.
So I think we're gonna have to win the finals. Only because I think I'm gonna comment here from day one.
She's hard, man.
Run a season to this world championship. But when I watched her piece, there's something about it that I just wasn't confident in that matriculating her final. And even if she didn't make it, I don't see anything spectacular coming out of this. But I give her props. Amoy, on to the semis. As it relates to Akira Nugent, she did heat 1 with Ray Stark and Cambodia, so she got her 3-run with Cambodia.
I couldn't Jesus in it.
And yeah, her Jesus name. But I'm just saying that Akira Nugent is on a mission right now.
To win.
Danielle Williams is on a mission
to win.
And to win. And funny enough, Akira would have got. She's ran a Great Star before. She's ran a Cambodia before. She's beaten them before. So that's, I think, in the back of her head will give her some confidence, right? Especially everything else that she's been riding off of. Amoy is in a relatively hard heat. She has Anita Johnson, Nadine Visser, Toby Amosan. So that may just, she can have a show if she wants to make it to the final, but I'm not very sure.
She would have to PB.
Yes. Yeah. I think, I'm next friend of magic work. Because she's in MVP camp. And in Heat 3, we have Denise Williams, Masai Russell, Devin Charlton. And similar to Akira, Denise has this thing about her where she's so fast, she has to control that speed within the hurdles. I think she'll get it right. I think she knows how to show up. I think she's experienced, right? And I see those 2 girls going to the finals and the 2 of them getting a
yeah, right. You know what? Benti, go ahead. Quickly, the 3 women, they're in the semifinals. Are we expecting them in the final? And are we also expecting a medal? Or 2 or 3?
I'm expecting minimum a medal in the final. Should I go out on a limb and say who I'm expecting?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it from Akira Nugent. I really do. Daniel?
Daniel.
Yeah. Daniel, you can get a medal as well too. I truly believe that. I'm expecting one. I expect it from Akira, but I'm always open to being proven wrong. And I love if you can go and grab a medal. And as it relates to Amoy, if she goes out and she runs her race, you know what, Amoy, welcome to the finals. Yeah. I'm putting you in the final.
You are going in the final.
You're going.
To the final.
Tiff, go ahead.
I mean, I had 2 sure going to the final, Akira and Daniel. But Amoy, if she plays her cards right, she can get a little Q1 go into. I'm expecting 2 medals. I'm expecting 2 medals. But I just want to say that Heat 3, Daniel is in Heat 3. Masai is stuck in between Daniel and Devin Charlton. And those 2, Daniel and Devin, they shoot out like them first 60 heavy. I would like to see how Masai fares under that. No, I think
she's pulling him back, really back like a hook.
I want to know if I want to see I want to see if she's going to follow their speed or just focus on her race.
You know, Devin is going to go to 60 meters. Devin is a 60
and that's fine. But
so by the time Devin reach
she can't.
By the time, and that's why I said Charlton, I'm gonna stop right us.
Well,
That's a success.
Her ear. I just stepping on her ear.
it's just how fast, right? How fast they go on to lose their momentum.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it before.
She wins.
She's
Losing to them.
No, I didn't say losing to her. I've said it may throw her off her. I said to you that Devin's start is it may throw off some people, and it just so happens that Masai has to be in between Daniel and Devin.
Yeah.
For the 2 Ds.
I also want
So
I want us to look over Grace Stark.
yeah.
Right? I think Grace Stark is very intentional with the races that she runs and runs well. So I think that this is something that we can look out for. I think she actually would be doing this with each other, trying to push.
But I'm glad that they're not beside each other.
Same.
Grace is up here and like, yes.
All right, Swift. Akira Nugent going into the championship, 7th fastest of the year. Daniel Williams, 8th fastest of the year. You know, we have the Americans. You have Masai Russell, 12.17. Grace Stark, she's gone 12.21. You have Nadine Vissier with 12.28 as well. That's the 6th fastest time. Do you see 2 Jamaicans on that podium?
I can't see no over. I can't say because the semi-finals.
That's it,
Right?
bro.
So they would really agree on for it to say
But we're not having a conversation before the final. So let's just say it.
You have to be brave.
Tackle the chest, Swift.
That's all.
Oh, I'm Toby Amundsen with the 4th fastest time. This season 2.
Jesus.
She float them.
Nigeria up to go down.
Toby really have something to say.
Nigeria have to go. We'll go on back to. Can't Tommy just change her allegiance and come? She already trained.
I asked her Jamaica Athletics invitation. Like, you know,
She already trained you already. Just come.
And then that trick.
Yeah, get the gears in a sheen bag. Please.
She afraid.
Yeah.
But you know, we pull strong because, you know,
Oh yeah.
Because yeah.
What I can say,
And Terika is coming, man.
and all other persons have, let's say, Akira for the win. But one thing for me is
Yeah,
from
name.
well, not only Jeanae, but other people. But one thing with defending champions, bro, them now just
Like,
sit down and make somebody come take them crown, you know, bro. So for me, it's going to be a very, very interesting final. And if both ladies show up and play their cards right, who knows, we could possibly see another winner.
whoa.
You know, that's where we were. So that's the final race, and that's at 8:20. Swift says.
That's mad.
By the way, click that to know.
Today I saw it. What's in
Click
the spirit
that.
while I'm
Click the way I see Queen of that stuff. Yeah.
Who feel like
Miss-
spirit is there?
Okay.
Remember, guys, hurdles, right, is a barrier event.
True.
Very, very unpredictable.
Exactly. So no way I explain it. Just say 1-2, but I want to explain. Say you say I get the Queen and 1-2.
As I said, if you play your cards right, don't be surprised if we are able to get
Guess
Okay.
what? You say we're gonna get 2. It's gonna be Daniel and it's gonna be Akira.
Daniel and Akira. Yes.
I'm sorry, 1-2.
yeah, pressure.
Hey, I would love it to be gold and silver, but realistically, I think
Gold and bronze.
Why? I don't count out my side.
Yeah.
I knows how to fight.
She know how to,
So
yeah.
realistically, I say gold and bronze, but
That's how I go on.
Here's the thing. I would like to see 2 medalists. Those are 2 of my favorite sprint hurdlers of all time. Daniel, obviously, she's won it twice, and the next medal, she's it's Daniel World Championships Williams. That's her name.
Hey.
And Akira is just phenomenal, right? I would love to see 2, but I just think it's going to be very hard.
yeah, it's just gonna
With the pool of women, with the Masais, with the Nadines, with the Tobis, with the Graces, it is a lot. It's going to be a lot of hard work. And somebody might cry.
Yeah.
One of the favorites in the women's 100-meter hurdles.
No, somebody will cry.
One of the favorites in the women's 100-meter hurdles. One of our favorites.
What man is going to final?
One of our favorites might not even medal. Okay.
Finals.
All right, so, and that's it for today's episode. You guys can join us in the spaces tonight on X at 9:35 p.m. The conversation continues, and obviously at that time we'll have more people on the panel to give their opinions and their views. And also, we're going to be doing this each and every single day, so click the notification bell on YouTube so that you guys can watch video them as I'm dropping all these things. I just want to say thank you to my esteemed panelists, Jeanae Robinson, Jahnoi Stewart. Oh, that's
Go my friends, yes. Jahnoi Swift Stewart. Jahnoi Swift Stewart. Yeah.
Swift Stewart.
Yeah.
Jahnoi Swift Stewart. Yes. Tiffany Wong and Shacquel O'Neal Benti. Shacquel O'Neal Benti. I also want to say thank you to my production team, O'Shane Grimxz Watson, Azari Barnett, and John-Marc Prince. And also thank you to my sponsors, Domos Windows and Doors, The Bridge Official, Mark's Superstore, and Top Bar.
Man, yeah.
Until next time, this is Track and Tingz with Kareem Bwoy at Tingz. We'll see you tomorrow.